Hello, this is the lecture number 4 for the chapter coordinate equation for class 10th, and the last lecture we have discussed how to solve the coordinate equation by completing the square and by using the coordinate equation formula. So we are starting with exercise 4.3 and question number 4, which is a word problem, which is given that the sum of the reciprocals of Rahman age in 3 years ago and 5 years from now will be 1 upon 3. You have to find the present age. So let present age will be of Rahman is equal to x years. Now the sum of the age is given 3 years ago. 3 years ago age will be x minus 3, and after 5 years, so after 5 years the age will be x plus 5. So this is the age is given, and the sum of the reciprocals of their age is given as 1 upon 3. The sum of the reciprocal of their age. So you can add it by taking the LCM. The LCM will be x minus 3, x plus 5 equal to 1 upon 3. It will be 2x plus 2 in the numerator, and we multiply in the denominator. It will be like this. Cross multiply, you will get the quadratic equation as x square minus 4x minus 21 equal to 0. Cross multiply and take all the terms to the same side. Now you can solve this equation by any method, either factorizing it or by using a quadratic equation formula. So I can factorize it by splitting the middle term. अगर आपको जो आसान लगता है splitting the middle term easy है तो use the splitting the middle term. Otherwise you can use the quadratic equation formula. So x is equal to 7, x is equal to minus 3, which is not possible. Age cannot be negative. Therefore the present age is equal to 7 years. So like this you can form the quadratic equation, solve the quadratic equation by any method if it is not mentioned in the question paper. You can use any method either by using the quadratic equation formula or using the splitting the middle term. So this is the question number 4. Now in question number 5, in a class that the sum of the Shefali's marks in maths and English is 30. Because the sum of the marks of the two subjects is given, you can let the marks in maths be x. Therefore the marks in English will be 30 minus x, because the sum of their marks is given as 30. So let the Shefali's marks in maths be x. Question number 5, let Shefali's marks in maths is let us call it x, and Shefali's marks in English will be 30 minus x, because the sum of their two marks is 30. Now it is given that had she got 2 more marks in maths, so new marks in maths, the first condition, if she got 2 more marks in maths, it will be x plus 2. New marks in English, it says that if she got 3 less marks in, subtract 3, 27 minus these marks, then the product would have been 210. The product of these 2 marks will be, it is given that it is 210. Find the marks in the two subjects. Original marks naturally you have to find. When you multiply and open the bracket, you will get the quadratic equation as x square minus 25x plus 156 equal to 0. Now you can solve this quadratic equation by either by using the factorization method, or you can use by using the quadratic equation formula. So I have done by factorizing it, that is x minus 13, x minus 12. So x is equal to 13, x is equal to 12. Therefore if the x is, what I have let x marks, English maths marks, if marks in mass 13, therefore English marks will be 12. This 12. If it is 13 marks in maths, English will be 12. Now if marks in masses, if you take as 12, because you have let X marks in mass, therefore English marks will be 13. 30 minus this is 12 and 13. Now see it where it is 13 and 12. So no, if marks in mass is 13, so marks in English will be 30 minus X, that is 30 minus 12, that is 17. First condition. If the marks in mass 12, so the English marks will be 30 minus it will be 18 here, and here will be 17, that is 17. So let's once more. If the marks in 13 in mass, so English will be 30 minus 13, that will be 17. If the marks in mass is 12, the marks in English will be 30 minus 12, that is 18, like this. So see it carefully. You take your time to solve the quadratic equation. Now in question number 6, the diagonal of a rectangular field is given as 60 more than the shortest side. So let the shortest side be X, then the longer side will be, it is given that 30 more than the shortest side, the X plus 30, and the diagonal is given as 60 more than the shortest side. So the shortest side be, let us call it X meters. The diagonal is given as 60 more than the shortest side, and the longer side is given as 30 more than the shortest side. Now you can use the Pythagoras theorem here, because it is a hypotenuse 90 degree at the vertex. So you can use the AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Pythagoras theorem you can use. So X plus 60 का whole square, X plus 30 का whole square, BC is X square. Whole square it, A square plus B square plus 2AB, A square plus B square plus 2AB. You will get a quadratic equation as X square minus 60X minus 2700 equal to 0. Now again you can use the quadratic equation formula, or this factorizing the splitting term. You will get the factors as X minus 90 and X plus 30 equal to 0. You can solve it by any method. So X is equal to 90, X is equal to minus 30, which is not possible because the side cannot be negative. Side cannot be negative. So therefore the shortest side is X. Therefore shortest side how much? 90 meters. Now the diagonal is given as 60 more than this. So 90 plus 60, it will be 150 meters. And the longer side is, it is given that it is 30 more than the shortest side. Shortest is X, 30 more, that is 120 meter. This is the question number 6 of the exercise, like this. It is given that the diagonal is 60 more than the shortest side, and the longer side is 30 more than the shortest side. Shortest side we have let it equal to X, and we have used the Pythagoras theorem, that is this square is equal to this square plus this square, and you are getting a quadratic equation as this. You can solve this quadratic equation by any method. You know 3 methods. I have done by factorizing the middle term. So this is the question number 6. Now in 7, read the question. It is given that the difference between the square of the two numbers is 180 and the square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger. Smaller number is 8 times the larger. So let larger larger number is equal to x. So what is given? The smaller number, it is given as it is given that the square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger. So larger we have this, so smaller number ka square is equal to this, that is 8x. It is given that this, so small number is root 8x when we remove the square. Now it is given that the difference of their square, difference between their square, it is given that difference between their square is given as equal to 180. The difference between the square of the larger and the square of the smaller is 180. So x square minus 8x is equal to 180. So you are getting a quadratic equation as this, like this. Again, you solve it. I am doing by splitting the middle term. You can solve it by using the quadratic equation formula. So x is equal to minus 10, x is equal to 18. Now this is not possible because then this will become not defined. If you put the value of x as minus 10, then the small number will become not defined. Not possible. So the numbers are, what is? That is 18 and under root 8 into 18. Under root 8 into 18, which is equal to 12. So the numbers are rather plus minus 12. So numbers are 18, 12 and 18 minus 12. So these are the possible number 18, 12 and 18 minus 12. So this is the question number. Yes, it is given that the square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger. So square of the smaller number, larger number, we have let it equal to x. So the smaller number will be under root 8x, and it is given the difference between these two numbers is equal to 180. So by doing this, I have obtained this quadratic equation, which I am solving, giving the value of x as 18. So the small, which is the larger number, the smaller number will be root 8 into x, that is 144, whose square root is plus minus 12. So this is the question number 7. Now after that, it is an important question which is based on the speed of the train, which we have done in the last exercise also. There we have made only the equation, and here we have to solve the equation also. So question number 8, it is given that, read it very carefully, the train traveled 360 km at a uniform speed. The train is traveling with a uniform speed. A speed would have been 5 km per hour faster than it would have taken 1 hour less. Being the same thing will be there. If the speed will be more, the time will be less. So let the speed of the train will be x km per hour. Distance is how much? 360. So time is equal to distance upon speed, which is 360 upon x. इतने घंटे लग रहे हैं. Now what is the new speed? New speed is given at it is given that if it had been 5 km per hour more. So x plus 5 km per hour will be the new speed. So the time will be distance upon speed. Distance will remain the same, and the speed is x plus 5 this. So this time taken will be less than this because the speed has been increased. So it has given that the new time is 1 hour less than the original. It will have taken 1 hour less. So the time is 360 upon x plus 5. 360 upon x minus 1. So 1 is equal to 360 upon x minus 360 upon x plus 5. Taking the LCM and cross multiply, you will get the quadratic equation as x square plus 5x minus 1800 equal to 0. Solve this equation. I am doing it by splitting the middle term. It will be x plus 40 into x minus 45. Rather, it is x minus 40 and x plus 45 equal to 0. So the value of x is 40 and the value of x is minus 45, which is not possible because the speed of the train cannot be negative. So the speed of the train is original speed of the train is 40 kilometer per hour, like this. So this is the question number 8, which is important. I have let the original speed be x kilometer per hour. The time taken will be distance upon speed. The distance is given as 360. Now the speed have been increased by 5 kilometer per hour. So the time taken will be distance upon speed, which will be 360 upon x plus 5. And it is given that by increasing the speed, the train is taking 1 hour less. So the new time is 1 less than the original time, which is 360 upon x. Taking the LCM, cross multiplying it, I am getting the chord equation as x square plus 5x minus 1800 equal to 0. By solving the chord equation, I am getting the x is equal to 40 and x equal to minus 45. The speed cannot be negative, therefore the speed of the train will be 40 km per hour. Okay, we'll discuss in the next lecture. Thank you.